out in Uptown to come and tell people the good news of Jesus. We just got down here to Calhoun Square, and we're going to be telling people about who God is, engaging them in conversation through Spirit-led evangelism.
And we're here to share the good news of Jesus Christ, the good news of salvation, the good news of healing, deliverance, freedom, sanctification, glorification of the Heavenly Father.
Praying for God to open a door for the gospel to go forward and change lives.
Things are happening out here. God is moving in such powerful ways. He's really taking over. We stopped by McDonald's over here, and we're talking to Sharon, the manager. One of our messengers already had contacted her, and we're praying for her. And so she was already open and receiving, but we just felt encouraged to keep going for it. And we edified her so beautifully. At the end of the night, as we walked up to her car. It was her birthday. We were just giving her happy birthday. We all prayed for her, and she started tearing up. She was so inspired. She was absolutely loving that there's people still out here on the streets doing the Lord's work, preaching the gospel, and that there's such a fire in the youth. She was crying. She was in tears, and her name's Sharon. Can just keep blessing her, praying for her, God, and we believe God's really moving out here. He's doing wondrous things.
Okay, we were standing outside the bar, we were talking to this bouncer. He's like, why don't you go in and get a drink? And we were just messing around. I was like, bro, because I never need a drink again. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, bro, I'm never gonna thirst again. And we started messing around with him, but then these dudes come out of the bar, and one of them's got a wrist brace on. And I looked at him just dead in the eyes, bro, what happened to you? He kind of gives me this smug look. He's like, why? Like, why do you care? And I was like, bro, because I think you could be instantly healed right now. He's like, he looks at his friends, he looks at me, he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, I think Jesus could heal you right now. He's like, tell me more. And I told him, I was like, bro, Jesus said whoever follows him could heal the sick, cast out demons, and raise the dead. And he was like, okay, and he let me pray for him. Anyway, we start talking, and he tells me that he's always been a believer, and so I pull out a bracelet and a Bible, and I start walking him through the gospel. And before we get to like the second tab, he's crying. He starts crying, and he starts wiping off tears. He just looks at me and he goes, bro, what you're doing right now is what I should be doing at this bar. He's like, I shouldn't be here for why I'm here. I should be doing what you're doing right now. And his boys start like trying to talk to him. There's so many distractions pressing in, and he looks at them and he goes, what you're saying right now is secondary. This is primary. This is what I care about. Did Jesus call you to this bar, or did you call yourself? And he goes, with just tears in his eyes, he goes, I called myself. And I told him, I was like, bro, you need to re-surrender to the Lord. And he looked at me. He'd just been in a horrible bike accident, like the left side of his body couldn't move. He's like, bro, I want to so bad, but I just can't right now. And I said, well, dude, something like that could happen to you, except you could be before the throne of God when it happens next. And are you going to be ready? And he goes, let me get your number. He's like, I need your number. And he wrote down my number, and I got his number. He's like, I'm gonna call you. And so it was insane.